Hi everyone. This week we've got Ali Carmichael from Experience UX visiting me at the Battle Lab. He's visiting me because I reached out to him about, well, as part of the blood pressure monitor campaign, and he said yes to one of these, and so it's just we wanted to open up a conversation to see, how it's been like for you in business and how do you deal with the pressures of running a business.
Yeah, I think everyone's had a difficult few years, and I think with or without a pandemic and the cost of living crisis, I think running a business is difficult. And we've been running the business for over 15 years now, and there's lots of plate spinning, as you'll be aware, Gordon. The mind is occupied by so many things I could be doing, I should be doing, and that causes things to wake up in the middle of the night. It's that 3 a.m. syndrome where there could be anything from a sales or cash flow, HR, recruitment, all those things pop up, delivering projects. It could be a multitude of different things, or it could be a single thing that seemingly at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, they seem really big issues. Of course, in the cold light of day, we can look at them more clearly. But these things build up, and when it's fairly consistent and over a period of time, I think we need to take better care of ourselves.
No, definitely. There's a reason why it's called the silent killer because it creeps up on you. So when you felt, things taking hold, how does that feel, or how did you realize that actually I need to do something?
I think, firstly, there's been a fairly consistent long period of inconsistency in business. The turmoil, the uncertainty, interspersed with good wins, but also there's lows along the way as well. So I think for me, it's the signs are where I feel like I'm not getting the best sleep for a period of time. I feel that things are being maybe not as consistent for quite a long period of time. I realize my thinking is over analyzing, and I'm worrying about all the to-dos on the lists, which aren't necessarily a priority right now. So it feels like the picture of all that needs doing is all coming in at once. And that to me is kind of a sign that, okay, I just need to step back, look at this properly, look at what I'm doing for myself and take care of myself a little bit, just to make sure I can come out the other side seeing everything for what it really is.
Also, that I'm taking high blood pressure tablets because my reading's still quite high, but actually would be even higher had I not been diagnosed and been prescribed the medication, which through lifestyle choices or better lifestyle choices, I'm sure I can reduce things even further. But I've got 2, 3, 4, or even more hats to wear, so things are still busy. But I'm learning how better to deal with these kind of things. And obviously, you heard Paul's Tansy story of actually get to A&E because you need to get this checked out. So hopefully, you're a lot younger than me anyway. So hopefully, you're before the cusp.
Yes, well, I'm 47, so I saw your video with Paul, and I know Paul and worked with him previously, and actually it's quite hard hitting that what he'd gone through. I always knew he was a hard worker, but he was obviously putting himself under an awful lot of pressure. And to hear his story of how ill he got and how he had to go quite seriously to hospital fairly quickly, my feeling was, look, okay, not that I necessarily feel like I'm close to that, but I don't want to get close to that. I feel I've got my ways of managing my stress, but none of it's perfect. It doesn't stop the worry or the fear at times. It doesn't stop the ongoing realization that business isn't as consistent as it could be. And I just felt that what a great campaign, and how about really we need to be doing this before we get to the example that Paul had. Yeah. So I'm here hopefully to do this in advance, to use it as a tool to look after myself in addition to the other things that I do.
Yeah, the whole purpose of the campaign was to reach out to those that may not be aware, but also as more of a preventative measure, an awareness measure. So hopefully we are hitting the mark with this.
Yeah, I'm interested. I having not done a blood test for a long time, I have a feeling there could be a risk of being high blood pressure just because of the ongoing stress. But I'm obviously hoping that I'm okay as well.
Well, hopefully you'll let us know how it goes later.
Absolutely, yes. I'll do it tonight and let you know.